Today is lesson 1.12, problem solving, modeling addition and subtraction. Your essential question is, how can you use the strategy to draw a diagram to solve one- and two-step addition and subtraction problems? So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the cubes method, which is C, circle the numbers, U, underline the question, B, box the clues, E, evaluate and start to solve the problem, and finally S, solving it and making sure, does it make sense, is it reasonable? Our first problem of the day is, there were 687 people at a baseball game. A newspaper reported this number rounded to the nearest 100. What number did the newspaper report? Well, we know from prior lessons that when we're rounding, we need to underline the digit that is going to be in that place value. So in this case, it's going to be 100. So we're looking at the 6, and then we're going to look right next to it to its neighbor. Well, we know that 8 is more than 5, so that means that this 6 needs to turn into a 7, and the rest turn into 0. So it would be 700, which would be letter D. Our first problem that we're going to use cubes is Gina scored 18 points during a basketball game. During the next game, she scored 24 points. How many points did she score in all? So what we're going to do is we're going to circle the numbers, which would be 18 and 24. Then we're going to underline the question is, how many points did she score in all? Our clue words would be in all, knowing that we now need to add. So I'm going to make the problem. So it would be 18 plus 24. I also know that we only have two numbers, so that means that we're only going to have one problem. So 8 plus 4 is 12. I put the 2 in the 1's place. I carry over the 1 because that means that we have an extra 10 from the 12. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 more is 4. So my answer is 42. So I used the cubes method to find out that Gina scored 42. Here is our next problem. You can also use graphs to help you solve addition and subtraction problems. So if I have 84 plus 21, what I can do is I can either use base 10 blocks, or I could use this graph here to add, so that I know that 84 plus 21, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it easier to add, so I'm going to place them on top of each other. So 84 plus 21, so 4 plus 1 is 5, 8 plus 2 is 10, so I put a 0 here, I carry the 1. So my answer is 105. So you can always make these graphs to kind of break apart the numbers when you're using it for word problems. Your next one is 67 plus 13. I do want you to make this graph, and then I want you to add these two numbers and solve. Please do this on your Post-it and make sure to turn it